on your side. This is WNCT 9 News at 6.
Take a look at this lightning from last night's storms in Jacksonville. This video sent to us by Haley Johnson through Share It With 9. A much quieter day so far today, but we are still under a weather alert day. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Watlington.
And I'm Courtney Courtwright. Let's quickly get to Storm Team 9 Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. He's in the Weather Center tracking everything for us. So, Jerry, what can we expect tonight?
Well, there's been so many disturbances we've been tracking this week. It becomes almost impossible to track and time every one as they move through. We had a lot of severe weather in our southern counties late last night. We had another round of non-severe thunderstorms move through early this morning. The system we were tracking for the afternoon thankfully took a turn and went south of us, so we wound up on the quieter side of things today. 81 degrees currently in Greenville, 79 in Kinston, 77 down south in Kenansville. But we are not done with thunderstorm potential just yet. Even though most of the active weather for the time being is down in southern South Carolina and Georgia, we're tracking yet another disturbance already loading up off to the west out towards Oklahoma and Arkansas and Texas. And we're going to have another round of showers and thunderstorms heading our way as we head into the day tomorrow. So even though things are quiet now, by Friday afternoon, we could see additional strong and severe thunderstorms and a window of opportunity for an isolated spin-up tornado. We'll talk about that weather alert day in greater detail coming up in a few minutes. The longest running newscast in the East starts now.
And if you have some weather to report, use the new Share It With 9 feature. We showed you some video sent to us just a few minutes ago. You can share your pictures or video right on our website or the free 9 on Your Side mobile app. Just find the Share It With 9 in the menu on the app or at the top banner on WNCT.com.
And to stay up to date on all things weather where you live, you can download the Storm Team 9 app. You can get notifications sent right to your phone when severe weather is in your area. You can also see when it's going to rain at your home on the interactive radar. Get it now. It is free on the Google Play or Apple App Stores.
Happening right now, the Greenville City Council is meeting with several big items on the agenda. The big one we're taking a look at tonight is the budget for multiple Greenville services, including the Pitt Greenville Convention and Visitors Authority, Shepherd Memorial Library, and Greenville Utilities Commission. If the budget is approved, the three services will get to decide how to use the money. Now, to your side's Davis Supas is at the meeting inside City Hall right now. We'll have the latest details for you tonight on your late news here on WNCT. New at this hour, New Bern police are looking for a man they say robbed a woman. Take a look at your screen. Police say this man, David Singleton, is wanted for his possible role. They say the robbery happened around 5:30 Monday evening in the 2600 block of MLK Jr. Boulevard. Officers say when they got there, they found a 61-year-old woman who said a black man riding a bicycle approached her and asked for her phone. If you have any information about Singleton or know where he is, call New Bern Police right now.
A J.H. Rose High School student is dead after a crash in Winterville. We first told you about this story live at 6 o'clock yesterday. It happened at the intersection of Highway 11 North and Beacon Drive. That's near the Sam's Club. Winterville police say 2 other people were removed from the car. The driver of the truck was checked for injuries and released. We are working to get more information, including if any charges will be filed. New at 6 now, a Greenville woman is facing assault charges after police say she tried to stab her sister with a potato peeler. They say it happened at a home on Marion Way yesterday. They say Jocelyn Sharon is accused of cutting her sister with the sharp edge of that peeler and threatened to kill her. They also say there were 2 children in the home at the time this was happening. Police say Sharon's sister had minor injuries.
And in Kinston tonight, one man is in jail after police say he was the actual driver of a car that hit a person and killed him back on April 28th. They say 43-year-old Andre Jones is now facing several charges, including murder and obstruction of justice. We first told you about the crash last week. Police say it happened around 11:30 that night on Tower Hill Road. They say 50-year-old Christopher Peterson was walking down the road when a car hit him. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. When police got there, they say Anthony Belcher, the suspected driver, originally gave a statement that he swerved to miss a deer, and that's when he hit Peterson. But after inconsistent statements, police were able to arrest Jones for his possible role.
And let's stay in Kinston. Governor Roy Cooper is offering a $25,000 reward for information on the assault of 72-year-old Evernell Pittman. In January 2020, she was leaving a restaurant on East Vernon Avenue when someone attacked her with a metal baseball bat. This left Pittman with a severe brain injury. Days after this assault, Kinston police released this sketch you're seeing right now of a possible suspect. If you have any information about this case, Call Kinston Police.
Across the state tonight, with a surplus of more than $1 billion, state lawmakers say there's talk about potentially sending refunds to taxpayers. The state is projecting a $1.4 billion surplus when you add up this year and next year. Republican Senate Leader Phil Berger says he's asked staff in the legislature for a breakdown of various scenarios, including giving every head of a household $1,000. He says he hasn't received solid answers yet.
We're looking at it, but I don't think there'd be an interest in doing it unless the amount we could send out would be an amount that would make a difference, more than a half a tank of gas and stuff like that.
The money could also be spent or go into savings. The Senate already voted to commit another $248 million to private school vouchers next year. Governor Ray Cooper says this money should be going towards public schools and funding to keep child care centers open.
We've followed the work on the Harvey for months now. It officially opens to guests tomorrow, but not on your side. Sarah Graybar got a sneak peek inside not only New Bern's newest hotel, but also one of their oldest buildings.
It's a 10-room e-boutique hotel, which means all you need to check into your room is a cell phone. This project has been 3 years in the making, and those running the place say opening day has been a long time coming. Those who live in New Bern know just about everyone has a story about the Harvey. For Heron Hospitality CEO Charles Cushman, that's a fact he knows all too well. He has his own history with the Harvey, which he says used to have a restaurant and bar in the basement.
When I moved here in 2006, I was single. I had disposable income for the first time, and I lived downtown. So I ate a lot of dinners in that basement, watched a lot of Jeopardy, and drank some beer along the way.
Charles says he listens to each and every person's account because they too are a part of the Harvey's history. Originally constructed in the 1790s, the building has stood the test of time, living as apartments, college classrooms, and now a hotel. Charles says the renovations kept the old, the woodworking, details of the original construction, but also added the new, plumbing, fiber internet, smart locks, and more. There are QR codes around the space sharing information about the Harvey and the surrounding area. For those interested in learning more about the history of the hotel and its renovations, we have more information on our website at WNCT.com. In New Bern, Sarah Graybar, 9 on your side.
Homes in the New Bern Redevelopment Commission's affordable housing development on Walt Bellamy Drive are now up for sale. The homes are intended for low to moderate income families. They are expected to be sold between $160,000 to $165,000. The New Bern Redevelopment Commission says that's below what other entry-level homes cost in the area.
The 3 houses on Walt Bellamy are just the start of what we hope to be a really community-wide systematic approach to adding affordable or gap housing, accessible housing to the market so that we fill that gap so that it's not such a large chasm for people to jump.
The money generated from the sale of these homes will likely go to the Commission's next development on West A Street. Officials tell us construction could start as early as September.
Still ahead here on WNCT 9 News at 6, we're checking in on the air show, how some of the pilots are getting ready for a fun-filled weekend at Cherry Point. Plus, the Hurricanes are back in Raleigh. Sports Director Brian Bailey will join us live from inside PNC Arena with a preview to tonight's Game 3 in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's coming up in sports in about 15 minutes.
And there could be some big thunderstorms moving in Friday afternoon. We'll have the details next.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, Stormy Daniels' testimony continues. The dizzying day and a half of questions about sex, innuendo, and Donald Trump. The latest wrap-up from the New York criminal trial tonight on the CBS Evening News.